Okay, book review from the beach. Russo, I got you from the pound, and now look at you. You're chilling near the Hamptons. You lucky duck. Anyways, I wanted to review the book The Dawn of Everything by David Graeber and nice Russo. David Graeber and David Wengrow. It's a nonfiction book about human history. Basically, they note that humans have been around for 100,000 years. But most of our history that we know only takes place from about 5,000 years ago because that's when we started using stones and stuff that preserves well. For the other 99% of humanity, we lived in mud and huts and wood things that don't really preserve well, and we had no clue what was going on for the majority of the time humans have been on this earth. And that's changed thanks to new technology like LiDAR, and it's allowed us to better understand how we lived. And wow, it's way different than everything we thought. A quick summary, the general thinking is that, or at least it was that we lived in kind of little tribes in the forest until farming. And farming is when what we would call society got kick-started with cities and the state and rules and things of that sort. And it couldn't be more different. People developed huge cities without farming, but then they abandoned them because they got tired of living in cities. They developed farming, and then they gave it up because they thought actually we preferred hunting instead. Farming was not some sort of trigger for society, and in fact, people were very aware of the pros and cons of different ways of life. They were very playful in shifting between different styles depending on what they felt like. And so the book not only examines that, but then asks the question, okay, so how did we get stuck? How do we get stuck in a society where there's a definitive state, a definitive hierarchies and laws and things of that nature, where it seems like things have been the same for quite some time? I won't spoil the ending for you, but this book is tremendous. 10 out of 10 stars. Now, Russo, though, I will say I watched you walk right by a rabbit like 5 minutes ago. It was 3 feet in front of you. You had no idea. So you're stuck. You're definitely a city duck. You're not a hunting duck.